The Earth appears to be round and spherical when viewed from the vantage point of space. But it is actually a lot closer to an irregular shaped ellipsoid. Many people in the past have tried to walk around the circumference of the Earth near the equator. But a walk around our planet is not an easy task since it is made up of a combination of both land and water. So, assuming we could somehow walk all around the circumference of the Earth at the equator, how long would that journey even take? And would it be possible for an average person to accomplish such a task? Today, we will be exploring how long it would take to circumnavigate the Earth on foot. But before we begin, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. The Earth has a circumference of exactly 40,075 kilometers at the equator. The average walking speed for most people is about 5 kilometers per hour. This means we are looking at about 8,015 hours of walking, or about 330 days, which is just under a year, in order for a person to complete a lap around the Earth. But this is assuming we could constantly walk at the same pace without ever slowing down or resting. But bad news for us, the human anatomy and physiology make it next to impossible for anyone to continuously walk for this period of time. We require proper nutrition along with restorative sleep to function at our best. Moreover, since it requires about 50 million steps, a person on this journey would need multiple pairs of shoes, good health, determination, and stamina. It would be an epic demonstration of human endurance and courage. Having said that, the average person can only walk about 10 hours per day. That puts us at 802 days of walking, or about 2.25 years. Now that is how long it would take a person to walk around the Earth, assuming that there was a continuous strip of land available. But as we all know, that is certainly not the case. The walk around the Earth is not as simple. We need to also take into consideration the various topographical features of the Earth. For example, 72% of the Earth's surface is covered with water, not to mention its various valleys, hills, and mountains. So there's no path entirely on land that would permit a 40,075 kilometer continuous trek. One would have to take a boat or plane for a substantial part of the trip. But these facts have still not deterred many from attempting this monumental challenge in the past. So people who have attempted this challenge have done approximations of this. For example, some have gone from continent to continent on a plane or a boat and then walked all across, while others have figured out optimal routes, avoiding water as best as they could. Nonetheless, the journey is still extremely tough, to say the least. According to the Guinness Book of Records, the first verified walk around the Earth was made by Dave Kunst. It took him 4 years, 21 million steps, and 22 pairs of leather shoes for him to complete his record-making 23,255 kilometer walk in 1974. However, Kunst's walk may not have been the first circumnavigation by foot. The Guinness Book of World Records also mentions George Matthew Schilling as being reputed to have circumnavigated the globe between 1897 and 1904. Steve Newman is also mentioned as the first to walk around the world solo. It took him 4 years to cross 20 countries for a distance of 24,140 kilometers. Moreover, Jean Beliveau started his walk in 1998 at age 45. He hiked roughly 72,420 kilometers through 64 countries in 11 years. Now this goes to show that anything is possible if we are determined to accomplish the goals we have set for ourselves. Would you ever consider taking on this monumental challenge of walking around the Earth? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Also hit like, share, and subscribe to our channel if you're new here. Until then, we'll see you in the next one.